Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let's get it, baby. Now, family, let me know if you can hear me. My audio sounds a little bit funny on my end. Let me know if you can hear me just fine. So then I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna make some sense, right? So, okay, let's get it. I'm looking at you. You let me know. Mic check 1 2 1 2. If you can hear me, let me know where you from in the comments, baby. Let me know where you from in the comments. That'll be the best way to let me know. So you answer a specific question. You see what I'm saying? You can't see or hear me. Is he on here? We can hear? All right, good. Hey, let's go. So you can hear me and you can see me. Let's get it. Some people saying you can't see me. What's going on? But other people are saying it's just fine. Give it a second and let's see. So now that we're in the building, let me just double check and click on this. So yeah, you should be able to see me. We all good. Let's go. Let's go. I see you. I see we got Hartford in the building. Dallas, Texas is in the building. Indiana. Okay, Miami in the building. New York. The sound is good. We here. Let's go. I love it. So now, family, look. Let's talk about this. What I want you to understand and know is, in particularly, there were many of you. So this morning in the BBIG chat, we're talking about some criticism. And this is in our Discord where the family is, right? But I want you to understand. There's criticism going around that Keenan is buying VTI. Criticism. Because I think that this is the time that we load up on our foundation, right? Now, what so many people are trying to do and say and think is, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to answer some questions for you, but I just want to just get this off the table first. You got to build your foundation out. Now, somebody on the Discord, a Discord family member, just got in here and she told us what was going on. I blocked your name out, but I'm going to show everybody what we're talking about here because I want you to just see what's going on, family. I want you to see why I am this way. Why do I think we got to build that foundation and we got to know what we're doing? So he said, Keenan Grace, and this is today. This is like 10 minutes ago. Reading this chat makes me feel like crying, right? This is us in the BBIG chat, and it wasn't like we were disrespecting each other. We were having a conversation, but there were many people who didn't necessarily understand the importance of having a foundation because they just wanted hot plays. But you could get the hot plays. But remember, if you can't handle the heat, it's because your foundation is weak. Now, you know how AMC, hot stock, crazy hot stock, right? Look at this. AMC might be the hottest stock in the game. Look at that. It was going down like crazy to the 19s and then it popped back up. People are shivering in their boots, wondering if they should sell out. But this is not the foundation of my portfolio. So I can handle it. Super crazy easy. You know what I'm saying? I can handle it. So how do I do that? How am I able to handle it? How am I able to cut out of a loss or take profit on a win? Right? This is how the foundation. But let's get back to what she said and let's just get over it right here and just get through it. So she said, I've been doing stocks for a little over a year. There are many people who are getting into the game for the first time. And she said, I've been patient. I've done my research and I made some pretty hot plays. Let's go. She said, I started with 3,000. No foundation. Just chasing the money. She says, I was a little over 70,000 between AMC and several other stocks in my portfolio. And it was looking amazing with no stable foundation on my portfolio. And it's hurting me badly. She said in 6 months, she went from 70 G's to 12. And she's now looking to stabilize it. She said she believes in the stocks that she has, right? And she's buying the dips. But if she had a good foundation, she'd probably still be making that money on the 70,000, right? This is why I always tell you about the gems. This is why I'm trying to get you to understand that you do need a strong foundation. You do. We could play the hot plays that's going to 2x, that's going to 3x, and play the options that's going to go crazy, right? But you also have to build that foundation. So then once you get some money, you get to keep it. That's what I want. I want you to be able to keep it. I want your kids to be able to have it. You understand what I'm saying? I want their kids to be able to have it. I want you to build that generational wealth. But again, you want to build that foundation. She said she in it to win it, and she's arrived, all ready to learn and rebuild. Thanks, Keenan. Appreciate you. I appreciate you because what you have done is you have taken it to the next level where you say, look, I already went from here to there. Now what I'm ready to do is when I get back there, I'm going to keep it and I'm going to hold on to it. And that's what I want you to be able to do. I'm telling you this. So now let's keep it going. And remember, when somebody tells you to don't build out your foundation, they're not looking in your best interest, right? when they telling you to only buy options, only buy hot stocks, only options, only hot stocks, remember, what they're going to help you do is make some money quick and then lose it even faster. So what you want to do is when you make some money, whether it be quick or slow, you want to be able to keep it. You want to be able to keep it. That's what a foundation is all about. You see what I mean? So then let's keep it going. You say you've been there, saw the rise and the fall. Foundation is key. That's a fact. That's a fact. You said some of you want a trophy. Yep, shiny, glitter, stable relationship. And again, you could get in those high plays too. Roger, I appreciate you for that. You could get in the high plays too. What we got to do is don't make those plays our foundation. That's how we rocking out. We don't make them our foundation. So, okay, let's go and let's see. LCID, Lucid. Lucid is pumping. We love to see it. You got to remember, the catalyst for Lucid, the lockup period is on the 19th. And what's coming on with that? The lockup period on the 19th is basically telling us, hey, the big dog's going to be able, yep, gold star. That's what I'm talking about. Let me talk, I forget what I was about to say. Yeah. The lockup period is coming around and the big dog's going to be able to get out of it, right? Why won't Robinhood let you do options? Family, you got to apply for it. Christian, the fact, and again, family, drop me some questions in here. Now that I got the charts in front of you, what I could do is I could look up some plays for you and do the chart work on it. So you said, fact, I lost my 50% of my portfolio yesterday after having a weak foundation, right? You got to learn. And again, this is why I am willing to have these conversations because, again, it's about learning, baby. It's about learning. And once you learn, then you can really earn. You say you tired of paying tuition, headphones on? That's what I'm talking about. And again, I'm telling you this. Straight up, I'm always gonna keep it real with you, always gonna keep it raw with you. But let me know in the comments which plays you're looking at. Okay, great question. Why did you pick those price marks for Lucid? Okay, so let's do some charting on Lucid. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom all the way out. Not this far out. Let's go to the 30-minute. Let's go to the 30-minute. I want you to see yesterday, maybe the 5-minute would be even better. Take a look at this. We were talking about the moving averages, right? We're talking about the moving averages. The red one is the 200 moving average, right? We got the orange one, which is the 50, and then we got the blue one, which is the 20. What we want to see is this break over the blue and then the orange and then approach the red. And look, we're doing that. You see this? We broke over the blue, we broke over the orange, and now we approach the red. So now we got over the 200 moving average. When we broke over the blue, this was an indicator of a run, right? Straight up, an indicator of a run. And then it did. But this is the first 15 minutes of the market. You can't take that to the bank. It generally is super volatile, and it can do anything at that point. So what we want to see now is strength. We want to see strength, indicators of strength. When you look at this, and we're on a 5-minute right now, and this would be for a get in and a get up and get out. You look for previous resistances, you look for previous supports, and then you want to give it some breathing room above those supports and some breathing room or above those resistances and some breathing room under the supports. And then in that case, what you can do is you could get in quick, make some money, and then get on out of that, right? Charge point. Oh, I got to sneeze. Yo, it's been a long time. My allergies, let me tell you, I think I've been doing real well with them and maintaining them and being good. Do you think Apple will go down more today? We got to look at that. Let's keep talking about Lucid for a second. So look at the 5-minute. Notice the RSI is over 75, right? Excuse me. It's over 75. And what that tells us is you're pretty much going to get a red candle pretty soon, right? That's what the RSI over 70 was. It was over 70. If I said 75, I meant 70. You said bless you, appreciate you, and thank you, right? So, okay, let's see. I see Lucid, the RSI just cooled off just a little bit, right? It cooled off just a little bit. So then it's back at 65, which means it can now show strength again because it's not overbought anymore on the RSI. But remember, we're on the 5-hour. Let's look at the 1 minute. Notice this MACD, it crossed over, but the distance between the signal line and this is the yellow orange line, and then the blue line, it's not that crazy. right? So this is not signifying a hard downtrend, but this is the minute chart, really, really short term. So what I might do right now is, let's see. So the MACD just crossed. What I want to do is when I see it cross above, like right here, and the RSI is not overbought, that's what I'm looking for, those two signals together. I'm looking for the MACD to cross up, and then I want the RSI to be not 70. That's what I'm looking for, under 70. So then when I see that, and not, like under 60 as well too, you don't want it to be too high because then it's about to run. So then check this out. That's crazy. Rob just said that COVID makes your allergies go away. If that's true, that's a really interesting side effect. I don't know. That's crazy. But okay, here we go. Let's go back to the 5 minute. So we starting to see a little bit of a pump, and we starting to see it go up again. But notice it's cooling down on the 5 minute. But let's look at the options right now, and let's see. We didn't get our signal just yet. Like, oh yeah, this is a rocket, right? We're looking for it to be above, showing strength above 4250. That's what I'm looking for. So when I look at the watch list over on the Discord, and I put these up for you regularly, just look for strength above the 4250. And if you don't see it, it's not a signal to get in. So then let's see. We're showing weakness right now because, again, we said the MACD is coming towards this orange line, right? So we're not seeing the strength. Let's get this moving average out of here so we can clean up the chart. My guy said, you're allergic to dogs, bro. I think I'm allergic to cats. You said the stronger symptoms take your mind off the allergies? I bet. He said that was a joke. Fred, I appreciate you, family. All right, yeah, so let's keep it going. And let's look. Notice the MACD showing weakness, and then it was overbought, but now it's getting back down here. So is Charge Point a foundational play? In my opinion, no. It's a individual stock that's a growth stock. Charge Point is more of an individual growth kind of stock. You would not put this as your foundation. It's not like hot like a Prague or like a BBIG or something like that, but it's not good for a foundation because this thing, it moves too much to be a foundation. Your foundation has to be stable. You understand me? All right, so carpets in the house. Let's see. Support at 41.32. Let's double check. Let's go back. Support at, yeah. So there's a real strong support. I'm looking on a 5 minute chart. There's a real strong support at about 41.20. A very strong one. But to be honest, I would prefer if it didn't even go and test it and it came back up and then went from there. So let's see. We're looking for some support, but we don't even want it to test it. We would prefer if it just kept going up. So how do you decide which time frames for strength and weakness? So you want to identify longer term trends by zooming out, right? Identify a longer term trend by zooming out. Notice that since I'm on a 4 hour chart right now, Lucid has kind of been consolidating since about the 9th. And then it just slightly broke out of that channel, right? It slightly broke out of that channel and then got up here. What do I mean consolidating? I mean, it's been consolidating in this channel here. I'll make it orange. That means it's trading kind of sideways, like back and forth. I want to make it a color you can see very easily. I'll make it yellow on both. Boom. So look, take a look at this. So I made it yellow. It's been trading in this channel here and here since about the 9th, right? You can play it up, you can play it down. But it has since broken out of that channel and it's gotten up to 47. You said, I sound like I can't wait to start the technical analysis class. That's right. That's right. Okay, you said Apple. Check it out. I'm allergic to short sellers. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Let's come back to this one. Let's give it a second. Let's look before we leave, though. Notice short-term uptrend on the 1 minute. We got a low, we got a higher low, and we have a higher low again. Shorter-term uptrend. So if this trend maintains, this would show us right now that if we wanted to get in, get up, and get out on a quick lotto play, then we could just rock. Basically, let's see if it holds over here. But this would be like a crazy, crazy, crazy weak confirmation. You want stronger confirmations. Okay, yeah, but let's go to Apple real quick. AAPL. Because what I want to do is actually, I want to get into an option, stay in it for 10 minutes, and then let it go, right? Make some money and go. So that's what I'm looking to do. What do we need? We need some volatility. We need some confirmation on the MACD, which is this, and confirmation on the RSI. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. This is what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a potential. Again, I'm kind of waiting for the confirmation on Lucid, but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. So I'm not going to jump at that. You understand? So let's keep looking, though. Let's keep looking at other potential plays that we could get in and make some money. Let's take a look at Ford. Because remember, if I see a price I like, I strike. And if I don't, I pass on the play. Right? So, okay. Ford went up to 25. Now, people have been getting absolutely smoked buying puts on Ford. Some people have made some money from here to here. But in general, when you zoom out, look at this. Yeah, look at this. If you get into a Ford put, you really got to wait. You really got to, you know what I'm saying? Slow down. Because this one is a get in and a get up and a get out on a put. Put meaning you're making money on the way down. How about NIO? N-I-O. Let's see. NIO has a double top right here. Just about. It's not perfect, but a top here, which is a sign of weakness. So if it breaks this, which is called a neckline right here, if it breaks this neckline on a W, this would be a tremendous sign of weakness for NIO. Breaking this neckline, a double top, boom, straight up. You said any swing trades? Yeah, I'm literally looking for it right now as we speak. So then let's look. I'm looking for volatility. So for example, something like BBIG. Personally, on a put, I would not necessarily buy a put right at this very moment. I would need more confirmation because it's on a support, right? It went up here and then now it's retesting today's lows. Now, if it breaks, then that would be a sign. But you do want to give it more of a sign to break with a hot play like this, because what will happen is it'll break just under, and then the big dogs or even a lot of the retail investors will be like, oh man, you know, I missed it there, and they want to buy it here. So then it'll break this support, potentially bounce, and you want to see what happens. So if you see that break and then it bounces back up, then you could ride the second wave down. Okay, yeah. You said, cool, thank you. I got you. How do you discern when to use the 5-minute versus the hourly on day trades? So you got to zoom in, right? You start outward and then you zoom in. So then I see somebody said MRO, right? Let's look at that one together. MRO. So when you look at a play, you want to start zoomed out. Look at the overall, just get a quick macro view of it, right? Like this. I look at the day chart. We're going to start out and then we're going to zoom in, right? So then to get a real like technical analysis, like solid chart, you look at the 4-hour. Boom. You see what's going on with that? And then you could start here and then say, okay, we're in a very strong uptrend, a very strong uptrend. We're going to put in our diagonal lines to see the longer trend. You generally don't want to bet against the longer trend, right? We're in MRO, Marathon Oil. This has been an uptrend since the 20th of December. You generally don't want to bet against the trend. But when you see it break the trend, that's an indicator that, okay, this might be a strong put. Or it could even consolidate, right? So then check this out. But right now, it's in a very, very strong uptrend. So now that we identified that long trend on the 4-hour chart, what we're going to do is go to the 5-minute, let's say, if we wanted to play it and see what's happening. So when we get in here, we see that we would prefer to get it down here at these levels so we can continue our uptrend, right? Where would that be? It's looking like 18, right? You would prefer to get this close to 18, but then you would put your stop loss somewhere under there if you wanted to put a stop loss on it, right? So look, notice how we started out, but now we're in on the 5-minute chart. Let's say that this was down here at a very solid continuation of our longer term 4-hour trend, right? Our longer term, we just want to ride this wave. You got to think of it like a wave. He said, thank you. This is helping you out. I got you, family. So here we go. Check this out. You want to ride the wave. You don't want to bet against the wave. You want to ride with it. However, short term, you could bet against it and say, oh, I want to ride this wave back down very, very short term and try to get back down to this level. But notice how short your window is, right? Your window is very short because on, let's call it Monday or so, if this trend was to continue, what would happen is you were trying to ride this wave down here on the day to about low 18s, mid 18s. But if you held till Monday and it maintains this trend, then guess what? It will be finding support over here if it maintained that 4-hour trend. So then you would have been in a put that you didn't get out soon enough. And then you would have been over here. And then the support is now higher than it used to be because it's following this ascending level of support, right? Okay. So my guy just says snap puts. Snap puts. All right, yeah. Shout out to Snapchat puts. Whoa, look at that. Yep, Snapchat puts is killing it right now. Straight up. Mert said this? Yeah, whoa. Woo. All right, question just before. All right, just to be sure. Any puts or calls, amount of money has to be in the account, correct? So you got to look. Whatever the option costs, that's what you got to pay. So let me show you. On the example that we were looking at on the watch list today with, let's call it a lucid put or whatever, right? We're looking for our levels. If we don't get to our levels, that's when you chill, right? You don't want to be chasing. You want to have a system. So then take a look at this. I'm going to airdrop this to the computer so you can see it. Look at the ask. Now, this price has changed since, right? But this is the price. You need 44, not cents, $44. $44. You understand what I'm saying? $43. That's the bid. This is what people are trying to pay. $44 is what people are actually selling it for. So then you could get it then at that point, right? So that's what I want you to see and understand. $44. Okay. You would need that in your account. You wouldn't need to have 100 shares worth of blah, blah, blah. You would just need $44. You pay the asking price. This is what you need. Okay. So now, let's see. I'm still answering a question, baby. You said school is in session. That's right. You said, yeah, square, SQ. So I want to show you something else. Notice how Square got up to, in the last few days, it got up to 150. This might have been 2 days ago. It got up to 154, right? 2 days ago. I want y'all to really understand this. And when you watching my videos or anything like that, first of all, I appreciate you for that. Second of all, and being in the Discord, I come on now, it's love. Check this out. When I posted a video on Square and I told you where I liked it, right? But some people just to see me post the video and think that I just want it at any price. So then I switched it up. I totally switched it up. And I did this. I put it in the title because I was like, yo, wait, let's look up Keenan Grace. Let's go to my channel and let's look this up together. So check this out. Look at this right here. Wall Street said, basically saying, get ready. I like the $100 to $130 range. This whole video from 8 days ago is about Square stock. I like it at 100 flat. I love it. But between 100 and 130, that's where I would be like, okay, I like it, but I love it in the 100s. But again, why? Because this company is a banger. However, just know, when I posted that video 8 days ago, right? Many days ago, it was up here and over here and over here, and then it ran back up to 154, and now it's back down to 133. But you got to understand, in the market that we're in, you say you like this video, the game is legendary. I got you, family. I'm telling you, I come here to teach you how to fish because I feel like if you know how to fish, then you could be independent. And that's what I want. I want you to be independent. So I got you. You said this is graduation material. Come on now. Let's get it. So again, You got to think, what price do you like something at? And notice that 130, family, we keep retesting this support level right here. The 133, if we break through this, straight up, put seasons on square. Put seasons on square, but you want to see it break. You want to see it just break, and then put seasons straight up. So hit the like button, family. Appreciate you, Jay. STLA, do you think it will go down? You say you have a put for next Friday. Is Prague a good buy? In my opinion, Prague is a good trade. STLA. So again, Discord fan, what am I doing here? Usually when we're on a voice chat, what you'll do is you'll ask about things and then I'll talk about it. But now I can show you since we're on the computer. So then ask away. So we got this. You said this is worth a lot of... I appreciate you, family. You say you feel like Bogdan watches your streams. Hit the like. Appreciate y'all. All right, yeah. So let's look at this. Do you do option plays every day? I look for them multiple times a week. But if I don't get the signals, then I don't jump at it because then I don't want to just be losing. Right? So, okay. And what signal am I looking at for right now? I'm looking for signals on Lucid. We did kind of bounce on the support. But we want to see strength, but we're not seeing it enough to justify the risk. Remember, things are high risk, high reward, but some things are high risk, low reward, right? So you want to watch out for that. You don't want to be in a high risk, low reward play. So this is why I tell you too. Somebody just asked me, let me see, where you at? I can't see your comment anymore, but is Prague a good buy? In my opinion, Prague is a good trade. It's a good trade, meaning you can make money there, but you don't necessarily want to get married to it just yet. All right, yeah, so let's look. STLA. Let's go to it. STLA. So you just asked me about this. So the first thing with a new play, what I want you to do is this. Look up this. Look up the day chart and look at the volume. You want to see what's going on with the volume. If you ever get into a new play, go check out the volume. And the volume number is right here. Right? Take a look at this number. I'm on the day chart. You want to look at the volume. Just today, it's slightly under 1 million. Yesterday, it was 4 million. Day before that, 3. Day before that, 2. Day before that, 4. So, yeah, the volume has been consistent over the last week. Let's zoom out even further and see. Yeah, the volume's pretty consistent. So you won't be the only one in this kind of a play, right? So you want to definitely take a look at that. So then the volume on this one is solid. So now that we are zoomed out, we can now start to zoom in. Okay, so let's keep it going. Now, we're zoomed in. We see that it has a pump up right here. When you see a big green candle, you got to remember that oftentimes you could have what is called a gap fill, right? This is a gap up. You can have a gap back down to fill it. Now, this doesn't always happen, but this is one of the indicators you want to be on the lookout for. Does this thing gap fill back down? And if it does, then that's solid to say, okay, look, it gap filled. That's out of the way. And then you can say, okay, now I could do the play on it. Or you could try to play the gap fill question. Is always a stock for foundation? In my opinion, it is. It can be. Oh, Realty, yep. Take a look at body. You said 48,000 down. Hold up. Body, B-O-D-Y. Is this what you're talking about, family? You said you're down 48K? And again, no disrespect. This might not be the stock you're talking about, but this is one of the things where I say that I encourage you get a strong foundation. Damon, how do you send a question? Write it. Write it. All right. Do you give it a couple candles? You give you strength or just off the MACD? So all of those things work together. But potentially, you could think of it like this. The MACD shows you, like, look at this. On body, I hate to say it, on the day chart, family, it's showing weakness where the MACD, hopefully it bounces off of the signal line. But it's, honestly, it looked like it's about to cross again. And we would hate to see it, right? Because you're down that much. I hate to see it. You say you feel like we haven't done any plays together in a minute. I'm looking for that literally right now. Right now, at this very moment. But remember, I told you 100 times, you got to treat it just like real estate, right? You got to treat it just like real estate, right? So like we were talking about, you could buy a house for whatever in California, right? Let's look. Imagine you wanted to buy a house in California, right? You want to go get a nice house, decent weather, right? You want to go out there and you're trying to actually start a business. What you got to do is tell yourself, hey, I want to go to California. I want to get a house in California, start a business, blah, blah, blah. But I got to get a good deal or else it's not worth it. You understand what I'm saying? You got to get a good deal or else you just wait for a deal. Now, you don't want to just be sitting on money forever, but you do want to avoid getting into a bad deal. Yep, treat it like a trap. That's right. You say you down 60% on SDC. And again, family, this is again, and this is not to judge you, it's to educate you. You know what I'm saying? Because again, nobody should be able to judge you like that. You know what I mean? You got to learn, and many people have also learned, and this is why I tell you, we building out that foundation, and then we're gonna put the hot plays right on top of that. You understand me? Build out that foundation, put the hot plays on top of that. That's the way when some people go down 50%, 60%, it won't be you. It won't be you. So let's see. Square broke support. Okay. Did it? Square, I'm on SQ. Let's zoom out to the 5-minute. Maybe I didn't put the support so accurately. Oh, yeah, you're right. It did. Let's zoom out a little bit more. It definitely did. Yep, 32. So let's see. So on the hour chart, you can see that the MACD is getting rejected right here. So then let's see. Let's zoom in. It broke the support. And like I was telling you before, when we break the support, you said 37. Just wish you knew when you were younger. Hey, man, it's never too late. It's never too late. So then let's see. You break the support. And like I was telling you before in the beginning of the stream, once you break to a new low, you need confirmation, because there are people who are trying to buy it under here. Right? There are people who are trying to buy it under there. And then you could ride the second wave down. You understand what I'm saying? Because look, it broke. And this is what you got to think. Technical analysis is kind of like, oh, look, it broke support. So many people have learned that they now have bet against you and load it up after it broke support. And then they pump it for a quick second. And then you can ride the second wave down. And let's see. Let's look for it. So overall, we've noticed a trend. And let's see. So we can play square on the get in, a get up, and get out. Okay, so we want to play square. Let's put it in our chart. We got to look at what the prices are too on the options, by the way. Like I'm talking about getting this thing for a few minutes and then let it go. We want to see how it pumps. Did I delete my support? I didn't mean to. Let me add that back in. We just broke today's low. So now this is our support. So this is right here. This would be a sign. This I'm about to make it green. This would be a positive sign, breaking above this. But finding resistance here would be a negative sign. So we want to see, right? This is what we're looking for. We have this short-term channel, right? We're trying to see what's going to happen right here and right here. Green means we're going up short-term, and then red means, oh, yeah, it's time to break down. So you see that? Let's see. Let's see if we find resistance at this green. Oh, and look at that. A little bit of resistance right there. Okay. Now we found a little bit of resistance. Let's see if it's matched with buying pressure. And let's go and let's look at what the options actually cost. Let's first start off, since it's at a resistance, let's first look at the puts. And this is square SQ. Let's see what the puts cost, and then let's see what the calls cost. So the square puts, the Lotto one-day play, 133 put. Nope, this is a call. 133 put. Right now, the open interest is low, very low. The 130 open interest is over 1,000 for today. The 130 open interest is high, but the 133 open interest is low. You never want to be in these alone. Never. All right, so let's see. Where is this? Okay, so I'm looking at the 130 right now. The spread is not good. So I'm going to show you what I'm looking at specifically right here, right now. I'm going to share it with the screen. The spread I don't like. And I'll show you what I mean by that. This. So I'm looking at the square 130, right, for today, like a lotto play. And the spread is changing, but notice the 35 and the 45, I don't like that spread. I want it to be like a tighter spread than that. But what I'm going to try to do, and you see what I'm looking at right now, is look at it here. And let's see if we could get into a lotto. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, now that it got rejected up there and it's going to retest this one, I'm going to day trade. We might be on Discord Live a little bit longer than usual. But I do want you to see that since it broke today's lows, man, this thing might be in a 52-week low. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Let's see. 2021. January. Yep, definitely. 52-week low by far. When you first hit a 52-week low, I want you to always remember that. When you first hit a 52-week low, look at this. Boom. Right here. You can just imagine that it's just down rockets in the chat. And when did that happen? Right about here on the 1st. It broke down from 190, 52-week low, and it rocketed $70. Okay. So yeah, just during that explanation alone, this one has run up. This one has already run up from the selling price being 45 to now the selling price is 55. So basically everybody who bought it then would have been in, right? Or would have been in the money on that. But you see how I'm identifying these. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to do right now, and look, notice we're retesting that support. We're retesting that support. So I'm going to buy some, and I might just stay on a little bit longer. I'm going to buy some, looking for entry, and I'm going to get a little bit, let's call it, let me see. Every contract costs $53. We bouncing off of the support a little bit, but we're retesting it, and it's looking kind of weak. When you look at it, it's looking kind of weak. The MACD is looking like it might bounce off. And remember, this is the 1 minute chart. This is the 1 minute chart. You said if you were restricted to day trading, how would we get about reading the charts and jumping in a play and jumping next day? So if you're restricted to day trading, then you might not necessarily want to. You got to plan ahead, right? Like somebody said on the Discord, if you want a day trade and you got 3 of them, you have to think, how am I going to use these 3 to my advantage rather than being surprised and getting stuck in one? You said, just know, since joining the Discord, you have allowed me to get the knowledge to almost 50% your 1,000 account. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love to hear that, and I appreciate you, family. I definitely appreciate you on that. All right. So, yeah, I'm just going to buy him. I'm going to buy 10 right now. Right? I'm going to put $500 in this at 52. Right? Notice. I'll go even lighter. I could go harder, but I'll go lighter. 520. Let's do it. 52. It is what it is. 51. Oh, I'm getting a better price. I didn't buy it yet. 49. The MACD is starting to open up. You see that? I was just about to execute, but I didn't because I'm watching the charts like a hawk. Right? Get a better price. 49. I'm buying 10. I'm going to put $500 on it at 49. Did it fill? Okay, I filled. I'm going to share this with you. Oh, no, I got in at 46. Let's go. I tried to get in at 49, but I got in at 46. I'm going to put this on stocks of the week so then you can see that I'm playing this one live, lotto trade. I don't plan on being in this long. And I'm riding the wave down and I'm doing it live. I just got in. You see that I set a limit order for 49. It filled at 46. I put it up on stocks of the week just now. And I'm rolling. I'm in the game. And now I'm up 17%. Just about. Quick $75. 10 seconds. So now, this could be, okay, now it's, yep, it's still going, Now it's up 18%. Now, this thing could run to the moon, right? But I don't want to babysit it. It could. So what I'm going to do, now I'm up 23%. Now I'm up 27%. Look, this thing is going crazy. What I'm going to do is put a stop loss on it and then let her go. I'm not going to babysit. But it broke. 18 again. I'm not going to put my stop loss on it just yet. I'm going to chill. Because I don't want to put the wrong one on. And I'll get ready to do that so you can see me get up out of this. Right? And again, for those of you trying to follow along, notice I'm doing this literally live as we speak. I talked you through it. I told you how to find it, how to find the play. Because family, believe it or not, somebody asked me, yo, do Keenan even trade? Blah, 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 blah. Like some stuff like that. And like come on now. We trade, but we don't put the whole account on the trade. So yeah, I'm about to, now that I'm up 29%, I'm going to put a stop loss on this, and then I'm not going to babysit it, right? So here we go. Shout out to y'all for watching the Discord live, right? Shout out to y'all for watching the Discord live, because then you can actually see it in practice. So this is where I'm at with it. I'm going and putting my stop loss on this, and I'm not going to babysit it. I'm going to leave her alone. 29%, boom, 130. That's good. I told you, I like $100 bills. But remember, you could get greedy and then you could just be in the play for way, way, way too long. And we don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So then here we go. Stop loss, boom, and I'm letting it go. I'm not going to babysit it. Here we go. All of my shares, All of my contracts, actually. I'm going to put the stop loss on that and leave her be. So if it want to run, if it want to tank, it is what it is. I'm stopping it. Boom. So I don't get killed in the play and I don't have to babysit it. So you said this was your first option play. Let's go. Now, family, remember, Devin, and shout out to you. If you got in with me like you just watched us do, right? What I want you to do is don't get married to it. If you up, take the W. Take the W. So many people don't never take the W that they end up with an L. You say you drop gems on this one, I got you. And I want you to understand, do you see how I literally just sat right here and I created this channel with you, right? Somebody said something about Square in the comments. So I created this channel with you right here. Boom. Put the stop loss on it. Rode this wave. Get in. Made 29%. Don't get married to it. Let her go. Let her go. So I got y'all. I love y'all. Just know your boy gets busy and I could trade live. But the reason I'm willing to trade live is because if it goes in the wrong direction, I know how to play defense. So then I'm not afraid to play offense. Right? So again, how do you set a stop loss? If you want Weeble, you go to sell to close. Where it says limit, you change limit to the word stop. You pick a number. You pick a number and then boom. What you're going to do is straight up like that. That'll be where it kicks you out. Right? So I got y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Now, again, I see you on the next one, family. If you need me, at me on the Discord. Take care, baby. I hope that you picked up some gems and you are learning how to fish as time goes on. But build that foundation out. That's important so you can handle the heat. Again, I see you on the next one, baby. Take care.